Let's practice the biscuit method and make some biscuits today. Let's take a look at our equipment. I have my fine mesh sieve, my bowl for my dry ingredients, my sheet pan. All my ingredients are ready. I also have a rubber scraper for mixing. I need to go ahead and give my pan a little spray, just a light spritz, and I've already preheated my oven. It's super hot. Let's get measuring. So I've already got my flour done. We're gonna put that in the sifter. We've got our leavening agents and our sugar and salt. Sift that together, nice and fluffy. Now we're gonna add our unsalted butter. So we're gonna cube this up first. It makes it a lot easier to deal with. Just use a butter knife to cut it up. And we're just gonna sprinkle that into the flour. Now we need to cut the butter into the flour. You could use a pastry blender like this, but I'm gonna do this by hand. So we're gonna pinch the butter, and we wanna keep pinching the butter into the flour until it forms pea-sized pieces. And that's gonna give us nice flaky biscuits. There we go. That's what your butter should look like. Now we add our buttermilk. Super important to measure properly and scrape it out. Gently stir it up with your rubber scraper. It's gonna look like it's not gonna come together, but you're gonna press it together with your hands a little bit. It'll be fine. There we go. Now we have a little extra flour. You wanna lightly flour your surface. Just like that. Put your dough down. Now we're gonna shape it into a rough rectangle. I want it to be about a 1/2 inch thick. You could do this by hand, but I'm gonna use a rolling pin today. You wanna try not to touch the dough too much at this point. Now I'm gonna fold it like a letter. This is gonna give us some really nice layers. My dough's getting a little sticky, so I'm gonna put some extra flour down, just a little. Now we're gonna keep rolling. Now I want my rectangle to be 1 inch thick. And we're about ready to cut this. So I have a 3-inch biscuit cutter. You're not gonna twist it, you're gonna press down like a punch, just like that. If you twist it, you'll crush your layers together. So just straight down. And if your biscuit cutter feels like it's getting stuck in the dough, you can just move it around in the flour and that will help a lot. I can roll this out one more time. So again, rough rectangle, that's about a 1/2 inch thick, fold it, and then a 1 inch thick rectangle. I can get a few more biscuits out of this. It's okay if the biscuits are close together. They're gonna rise up more than out, and we don't wanna use that extra dough. At this point, you could refrigerate or freeze them, but I'm gonna bake them right away in a super hot oven. And when they come out, they look like this, nice and golden brown, and you can see they puffed up with lots of flaky layers. We did a good job.